Hi guys, my name is BAIHUANHAN, and the topic of my speech today is residential state. So this is my outline. So firstly, I will do the industry analysis and conclusion. So I think industry will experience the four effects. The the first is a weak rent market and the population rent dropped too fast. Then no one want to supply them house. So after the COVID-19, the rent market is the most important of the residential real estate industry, suffering from both demand and supply shocks. First of all, you can see the rent market. Because of COVID-19, many families live together in order to save rent and the demand to reduce or extend rate. Due to the decrease in the number of the international students, the closure of the international boards has exacerbated the demand shocks. The number of the international students in Australia has decreased as of March last year. About 20% of the student visa holders had not yet arrived in Australia. Secondly, due to the Australia government closure of international boards, net migration from abroad is expected to slow considerably for the reducing demand for the housing in the coming year. The treasury predicts that by the June 2021, Australia population will be 1.5% smaller than it was before. 1.5% equivalent about 40,000 people. The next is rent drop too fast. Compared with the last year, because COVID-19 caused no one want to rent house or apartment, the landlord could only reduce the rent in order not to let house vacancies, which led to the sharp drop in apartment rent price across the country. According to the demand rent report, rent dropped too fast, like 4.8% to the $400 over the past 12 months, especially Sydney and Melbourne. On the supply side, a large number of the short-term accommodation providers have moved their housing into the long-term rent market, as a number of international and the domestic visitors has declined. In some markets, we can see rents has risen sharply. On the IBM alone, the number of the listing fell by about 20% between the number of the domestic and foreign tourists is rapidly decreasing. So, in my opinion, if the COVID-19 cannot disappear in the next few years, and the population or the population mobility cannot grow, it will have the unprecedented impact on Australia residential state. So that's my speech and I finished. Thank you for your listening.